everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today to hear all about Amtrak Vacations and some of our most popular family rail vacations. I want to go ahead and introduce myself. I'm Jacqueline Malecki, and I am excited because at the end of this presentation, I'll actually be giving away a $100 Amtrak Vacations gift certificate to one lucky attendee. So stay tuned. All you have to do to win is just be present at the end of the webinar, and I'll announce our lucky winner. And stay tuned, because at the end, I'll also be announcing some exclusive discounts for all of you for taking the time and joining me today. So with that, let's get right to it. So why should you travel with Amtrak Vacations? Well, first of all, it's a bucket list experience. You and your family, you're going to travel to some beautiful places, see some amazing landscapes, and see America in a way that most people don't get to by rail. There's room to roam on board the train. You can get up, walk around, stretch out your legs there, maybe go to the observation car, the large glass windows there, taking all those great views, or go to the dining car to grab a bite to eat. It's less hassle when you travel with us, because we make sure to take care of everything for you. We're booking not just your train, but also your hotel accommodations in the different cities that you're going to, and your sightseeing tours and the activities that you'd like to do in those destinations. The train offers city-to-city service. What I mean by this is the train will pick you up in the heart of one city and bring you right to the next, right to downtown, city center. It's not like the airports where you're on the outskirts trying to commute into the city. It can take 30, 40, maybe even more minutes there, especially during rush hour. You can satisfy your hunger on board. There's a dining car on all the long-distance trains with a chef that's preparing the meals there. There's also a snack car if you just want to grab a quick bite while you're on board. And we have lots of flexibility with our packages. We have daily departures for most of them, and we can customize anything to make the perfect rail vacation for your family. Now, I always love showing this map of the Amtrak route system because a lot of people don't realize the extent that Amtrak travels to and all the possibilities that you have for your next vacation. Amtrak travels to 46 of the 48 continuous states. The only two it does not go to are South Dakota and Wyoming. Now, one thing I want you to keep in mind is how you get to the start of the package. Now, in all of the ones that I talk about today, we can actually add the rail from your local Amtrak stations. You can add it from any of the 500 Amtrak stations, taking you to the start of the package and home at the end. But you also have the option to fly. So it all depends on where you're looking to travel to and how much time you have for your vacation. Now, we do have a few different types of products here with Amtrak Vacations. So today I'm really going to focus on our family-friendly, multi-generational trips and a lot of our family adventures that we have. Amazing pricing for kids on those too. But a few others that we have are independent rail journeys. Those are our multi-city trips. We still include the hotels, sightseeing tours, but they're a little bit longer, usually about 7 to 10 days. We have our rail and sail products. So you don't just have to fly to your departure port city. You can take a nice, scenic, relaxing train ride, maybe to Seattle, before you do an Alaska cruise. We have our rail getaways. Those are single city trips that we can do to any of our 60-plus destinations. We'll add the train from your local station. And of course, we have all of our great packages going out to the beautiful national parks. Now with that, let's get right to it and talk about some of our packages that we have. We have our Rails to the Grand Canyon Family Adventure. The Grand Canyon, it's one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. And with over 5 million visitors annually, it's no mystery, it's one of our top-selling destinations. Now in this package here, you'll leave right from Union Station in Los Angeles at night. Now remember, we can do this package from any destination, any of the Amtrak stations across the U.S. So even if you're in San Francisco, Seattle, no worries. We'll add that train, bring you right down to LA, where you can then begin this package here. So again, you're leaving Los Angeles at night. Then you're going to arrive in Williams, Arizona early in the morning. So you'll be able to enjoy breakfast right at the Grand Canyon Railway Hotel, where you'll be spending that first night there. And you have some free time to explore Williams. It's an old Route 66 town. They have a great little downtown area with some shops and restaurants. There's a great 50s style diner there. You can also relax at the hotel pool there. Then the next morning, you'll wake up, you'll enjoy breakfast at the hotel again before a fun-filled day. So you can go outside, watch the Wild West shootout show that's put on, and then you're going to board the Grand Canyon Railway, traveling through the beautiful Ponderosa Pine Forest, bringing you right to the canyon. Now when you get there, you're going to go on a motor coach rim tour. It's going to take you to all the best scenic overlooks of the canyon. And then after that, you have some free time to hike and explore the canyon, or maybe just sit back, relax, and just soak in those absolutely beautiful views. You'll be spending the night right there inside the park. And then the next morning, I recommend definitely waking up early and watching that beautiful desert sunrise right over the canyon's edge there. And again, the morning is at your leisure. In the afternoon, you'll take Grand Canyon Railway back down to Williams, Arizona. You can enjoy a nice big dinner there before taking Amtrak on an overnight train going back to Los Angeles. So you'll arrive in the morning. Now for that journey from LA over to Williams, again, that is an overnight on the train. Now a little bit later in this presentation, I will talk about the different accommodations on board the train. For those overnights, you can certainly do them in coach accommodations, but there's also sleeping accommodations on the train, like the roomette or the bedroom. And that there is our Rails to the Grand Canyon 5-day adventure. Now moving on to another great national park, we have our Glacier National Park Express trip. Now remember, you can certainly train right into Chicago. You also have the option to fly into Chicago, do this package here, and maybe fly home from Seattle. Now Glacier National Park, it's over 1 million acres of just absolutely beautiful, pristine landscapes. It has 762 lakes, 200 named waterfalls, and 25 named glaciers. This package will begin in Chicago. You're going to have a great architecture river cruise there. So you'll learn all about Chicago's rise from the Great Fire of 1871 and how it became the home to the skyscraper. And then during your free time in Chicago, you can enjoy lunch along the riverfront at one of the many restaurants there. Or maybe you want to take a stroll and head down to Navy Pier, maybe even ride the Ferris wheel. And then you're going to take the train, you're going to hop on the Empire Builder and travel to Glacier National Park. On that train ride there, you're going to travel to places that no cars can go. You're going to see some beautiful landscapes you would never see by flying or driving. I mean, check out this picture here. Absolutely incredible, beautiful scenery that you'll have on your way to Glacier. When you ride on Glacier, the train will literally take you right there. In fact, when you get off the train, it's just 208 steps to the front lobby of the Glacier Park Lodge, where you'll be staying for the next 3 nights there. So in Glacier, known as the crown of the continent, you'll have a 2 Medicine Valley boat cruise. 2 Medicine Valley, it's like a hidden gem in Glacier National Park. And we also include the Big Sky Circle Tour. That's a full day, the most inclusive tour of the park. So on that, you'll travel over to Logan's Pass. You'll go to Goat Lick to see some wildlife viewing. You'll travel to Lake McDonald, which is the largest lake in the park. And of course, you'll travel along the famous Going to the Sun Road before you're taken back to your hotel that night. And again, you do have some free time as well to explore. If you like hiking, there's tons and tons of trails through Glacier National Park. Then you're going to continue on the train. It is an overnight journey, bringing you to Seattle. Seattle, you have a multi-day hop-on, hop-off sightseeing tour. So that's going to take you all around the city. So you can jump off, maybe explore Seattle's waterfront, maybe Pike's Place Market. You'll definitely have to jump off at the Space Needle stop because we also include admission, bringing you right up to the top there. Has absolutely amazing views. I mean, you can see Mount Rainier off at a distance there. You can see the harbor and just great views looking down at the city at Seattle there. And then we also include admission to the Chihuly Garden and Glass exhibit, and that's located right at the base of the Space Needle. And it has those beautiful glass-blown sculptures, and it's all made into a beautiful garden there. And that is our 10-day Glacier National Park express trip from Chicago, heading over to Glacier National Park, and then ending in Seattle. Now, for anyone that's maybe just looking for a shorter weekend getaway, a great option is our Chicago Ultimate Getaway. And Chicago is the main hub for the Amtrak long-distance trains, so that makes it really easy for many people to get to. Absolutely beautiful, so much to do and see in Chicago, including going to Grant Park and seeing the beautiful Buckingham Fountain pictured here. In this package, you have 3 nights in Chicago. We include the Chicago City Pass for you. What that pass does is it gets you admission to all the top attractions in Chicago. So you'll be able to go to the Shedd Aquarium. You'll also have admission to take you to the Sky Deck in Chicago. Now, that's actually the top of the Willis Tower, so it's on the 103rd floor. The views from there are absolutely incredible. Especially on a clear day, you can actually see up to 4 states from there. They also have the Ledge. And for those that aren't familiar, maybe haven't heard of the Ledge, what it is at that top floor there on that Sky Deck Observatory, it's a glass box that extends just over 4 feet. So glass bottom, walls, ceiling there. So when you step out in it, I mean, you can literally look straight down. It's just a really cool, unique, fun experience. And you'll have amazing pictures to take with the whole family in that Ledge skybox there. And that's our Chicago 4-day ultimate getaway. Now, a great option for anyone maybe looking to see the best of the West Coast and the best of California, we have our Californian trip here. Again, we can certainly add the train, or you can fly into San Francisco to begin your journey. There we have the hop-on, hop-off sightseeing tour included. So that'll get you all around San Francisco. It acts like your transportation. So you don't have to worry about trying to figure out public transportation there or pay for all the taxis. This will take care of that, bringing you to all those top sites, including Fisherman's Wharf, where you can try some delicious seafood. They're really known for their sourdough bread bowls with their chowders there. It'll also take you across the Golden Gate Bridge over to Sausalito, which is a coastal town right across the San Francisco Bay, so it's great views looking back on the city there. Definitely recommend going there and spending some time. Lots of quaint shops and restaurants to check out too. You can also take the tour to Union Square, Golden Gate Park to see the Japanese tea gardens. So many things to do and see in San Francisco. But a great highlight too, this package here, is you're going to have a full day tour taking you out to see Yosemite National Park. On that tour, it'll pick you up right from San Francisco, and then you'll travel through the Central Valley, the agricultural heartland of California. On that trip, you're also going to have a tour, so it'll take you all around Yosemite. So you'll be able to see the Yosemite Falls, Tunnel View, Half Dome, and then you still have some free time along the valley floor to hike and explore. You can also shop or eat in the Yosemite Village there. And then you'll be taken back to your hotel at night in San Francisco. We also include a day trip traveling through Sonoma Valley over to Napa Valley. So you can stop at a few wineries, do some tours and tastings there. And then from San Francisco, you'll take the Coast Starlight as you head down to Los Angeles. This train route here, by far one of my favorites. It's just absolutely beautiful and scenic. As you leave San Francisco, it's going to start kind of going through the Central Valley there, through the rolling hills, and then it's going to begin to hug the coastline. This picture here is actually just north of Santa Barbara, So you'll travel right along that pathway, right along the ocean, the cliffs, and right on the other side is actually some of the mountains there. In Los Angeles, you have a great tour to take you all around the city. So you can go to the Chinese Theater, famous for those hands and footprints of some of your favorite Hollywood actors and actresses there. You can also go to the Hollywood Walk of Fame, see some of the stars there, do some shopping on Rodeo Drive, or maybe you want to relax and take it out to the beaches, go to Santa Monica for a little bit. Definitely check out the Santa Monica Pier. Then you'll continue on your journey down to San Diego. And again, we do include those hop-on, hop-off tours, and you'll see in a lot of our packages we do include those, and that's because it really is the best way to see a city, because it's going to take you all around, so you don't have to try to figure out where you are, how to get there, anything like that. This tour takes you to those top attractions in every place that you want to see. Plus, you learn a little bit about the history and what some of those attractions are that you're seeing, as it does have a narrated tour as well. And in San Diego, you can check out the historic Gaslamp District. You can go to Seaport Village, which is located right along the bay. Has a lot of shops there, some great restaurants. You can also take it over to Old Town, and there you can get some great authentic Mexican food. And that's our 9-day, the best of California, Californian trip. From San Francisco, touring Yosemite and Napa Valley, then heading down to Los Angeles, ending in San Diego. Now, for anyone looking to do a trip, maybe back over on the East Coast, we have our New York City Family Adventure. Now, you'll see this package here is round-trip rail included out of Washington, D.C., but keep in mind, we can customize any of our packages and do this from any of the 500 Amtrak stations. So just give us a call or call your local travel agent, and we can go ahead and put the package together for you from your station. But if you are doing this one, you're going to leave right out of beautiful Union Station in D.C., and it'll take you right to New York City. And taking the train there, that is the easiest way to get into New York City, because it's going to bring you right to Penn Station, right in downtown, right in the heart of the city there. And you're actually just a few blocks away from Times Square. Now, in our Family Adventures package here, we have 2 nights, hotel accommodations included. Now, keep in mind, we do have a wide variety of hotels for you to choose from. So whether you want to stay in Midtown, right in the heart of Times Square, let us know. We have options for you. We also have something to fit into everyone's price point and budget. We can also customize any of our trips that we have. So if you do want to make it longer, I mean, there's so much to do and see in New York City. No problem. Just let us know. But in this package here, we include that hop-on, hop-off sightseeing tour. So again, you can take that over to Times Square, Central Park, maybe Fifth Avenue if you want to do some shopping. You'll have to hop off at Rockefeller Center, because there we include admission to the top of the rock. So that'll bring you right to the top of the Rockefeller building there. And again, just great views of New York City there, amazing ones of Central Park. You can see the Empire State Building, even the Statue of Liberty off at the distance. But also included is a ferry ride out to Ellis Island to the Statue of Liberty there, so you really can get up close to it too. And that there is our New York City Family Adventure. And while I mentioned we can customize any of our trips and certainly add some more nights there for you, we can also add even more tours on. Maybe you want to see a Broadway show. The kids want to see, Lion King, or maybe you want to go and see Wicked. That one's definitely my favorite there. Again, tons of options for you. We also have packages going down to D.C., our nation's capital. Again, this one here, round trip out of New York City. But you'll see on our website at amtrakvacations.com, we do have round trip packages from any of the destinations. The train will bring you right to Union Station, right in D.C. there. Then we'll include that multi-day hop-on, hop-off sightseeing tour to take you all around the city so you can see the White House, the U.S. Capitol, Arlington Cemetery. It'll take you to all the Smithsonian museums. Those are free to the public, so you can spend the days exploring them. You'll be able to see many of the monuments there, including the Washington Monument pictured here. But a great highlight, one of my favorite parts of this package here, is actually that Monuments by Moonlight tour. Because it's great seeing them during the day, but it's even more incredible seeing them at night when they're all lit up, especially under the moonlight there. You'll see the Lincoln Memorial, Jefferson Memorial, even the White House there too. Everything is absolutely beautiful at night. And that's our Washington, D.C. family adventure. 4 days exploring D.C. there. Really is a great family and multi-generational trip there. It's just full of fun, full of history, learn all about our nation. Another great option is our Niagara Falls getaway. Niagara Falls is actually made up of 3 falls. The American Falls, which is pictured here, the Bridal Veil Falls, and the Horseshoe Falls, which is also known as the Canadian Falls. Now, I do want to mention all of our packages that we have to Niagara Falls, they are all on the Canadian side. So for any of our packages, everyone will need passports there. And here is our Niagara Falls getaway. We also include admission to the Skyline Tower, and that's 775 feet up, so has amazing views looking down at all 3 of the falls there. You also see the Great Gorge, the Niagara Wine District, and even the Toronto skyline over in a distance there. We also include the Voyage to the Falls. So that's a boat ride that you can take. You can see it pictured right on the left there. That boat is getting really close up to the falls there. So you can just hear that falls coming down, that thundering sound there, and the mist coming up. Don't worry, they do give you the ponchos though, so you will stay dry on it. But it really is a fun, one of probably the best highlights of this package here. Really great tour that's included. And the last package I want to highlight today is our Orlando Family Adventure. Because how can I talk about family packages and not talk about Disneyworld? This one here, it's a little unique because this train, well, it's done on Amtrak, it's done on the Auto Train. The Auto Train, it leaves from Lorton, Virginia, which is about 30 minutes from D.C., but it's a little different because you can go ahead, you can pack up your car with everything you're going to need while you're on your vacation in Florida there, and your car is going to get loaded onto the train, and then you're also going to board onto the top train, and whether it's the coach or one of the sleeping accommodations, as it is an overnight on the train. So you don't have to do that drive. You can just sit back, relax while you're on board, and then when you get to Florida, your car is right there. All your things are already packed, so you don't have to worry about trying to pack light or anything like that. You can really bring everything that you and the family will need for your vacation in Florida. And again, best part is no one actually has to do that drive. While you're doing it, you can all go maybe enjoy one of the lounge cars there. Play some games together. You'll have a few meals included while you're on board the train there. So you can enjoy that together in the dining car. It's really about the quality of time that you're going to spend with your family. You'll notice in the car everyone's on their cell phones, listening to their music there. No one's really, hanging out, talking to each other. It's definitely a very different experience on board the train. And that's why you want to take a family vacation. You want to spend some quality time, with the kids, with the family there. And in this package here, in our Orlando Family Adventure, again, you don't even have to worry about getting a rental car while you're there, because again, you're going to have your own car. So that'll also save you a lot of money while you're there too. And we also include that 2-day base ticket. So you can choose from any of the Disney World properties, whether it's Epcot, Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, or Hollywood Studios. And then we also include admission to Universal Studios there. And that's our Orlando Family Adventure, 6 days, leaving from the D.C. area down to Orlando and then returning back to the D.C. area there. Now, I know that's a lot of information that I've talked about today with some of the different packages that we have. Again, I just wanted to highlight our most popular family vacation packages, but we have over 350 packages across the U.S. and Canada. So certainly if there's another destination you were thinking about for your trip, just give us a call your local travel agent, and we can help you out with that. But I do want to spend a few minutes now and talk about the different accommodations on board the train. There's coach accommodations. It's not like coach on the airlines at all. It's much more comfortable there. It's 2 and 2 right next to each other. No one's stuck in that dreaded middle seat there. And check out this picture here. Tons of leg room, so you really can stretch out. The seats, they do recline back at a 45-degree angle. There's a leg rest that comes up too on all the long-distance trains. So we certainly do have passengers that will also do overnight in coach accommodation. So if any family, they're traveling, on a budget, they can certainly do the overnight in coach. But in my opinion, if you are doing an overnight on the train to really get the full Amtrak Vacations experience, I highly recommend upgrading to one of the sleepers there. The most popular category that we have is the roomette. It's 2 seats during the day that face each other there, and at night it's bunk beds. So those 2 seats, they fold down to make the lower bunk, and right above their heads there's the upper bunk that pulls down. Now at the end of the train car, there's a private but shared bathroom and shower, and that's exclusively for people with roomette accommodations. Now the other option for the sleepers is the bedroom. It's a little bit larger. It's still 2 seats that's in there, bunk beds at night, but the biggest difference is the bedroom has its own private bathroom and shower right in that room. So you're not sharing it with anyone else on the train. Get your own private bathroom and shower there. And the great thing about both of those sleeping accommodations is all the meals are included on board the train in the dining car. Now, if you are traveling in coach, you can certainly go to the dining car and just purchase your meals on board there. But the food, it really is spectacular. They have quite a variety to choose from. For breakfast, they'll have omelets, pancakes, waffles. For lunch, they'll have burgers, turkey club sandwiches, salads. For dinner, they'll have pasta, salmon. I've had a delicious steak dinner on board. And of course, they do have some delicious desserts like their cheesecake and tiramisu. So just wanted to share a few more pictures of what it's like on board the train and what the Amtrak Vacations experience is like. One of my favorite places to hang out is the observation car, which is that top right picture right there. So it's open seating, so it's for anyone that's on the train there. Just has those large glass windows there, so as soon as you step in there during the day, it's just instantly brighter. It's very social in there because there's people from all over the U.S. and all over the world, really, that are all traveling on Amtrak. So everyone has great stories to tell about where they're going, where they're traveling from. Who knows, they may even have some other great tips for you on a destination that you're headed to. And there's also the lounge cars, where, again, you can enjoy maybe a quick snack, cup of coffee, some cookies there, and play some games, really just spend some quality time with the family. Now, again, that's just kind of a quick overview of some of the packages and what it's like on the train. But to view all of our destinations and all of our packages, you can go to amtrakvacations.com, click right on our Destinations tab there. Now, how do you book one of our packages? Well, you can definitely give us a call at 1-800-268-7252. Any one of our vacation specialists will be able to help you out, customize any of our packages, add the train from your local station to begin your package there. You can also book online at amtrakvacations.com, and you can definitely call your local travel agent who can also help you booking any of these packages or customizing anything that you need. Now, I do just want to mention quickly, we do have a travel protection option, so this cancel for any reason, you get a full refund minus the cost of that trip protection there. It also protects you while you are on your trip there. But now let's get to some of the great stuff, some of the great discounts that we have. There's a few everyday discounts on the Amtrak rail portion of your trip. So anyone that's a part of AAA, there's a 10% discount on the rail for all AAA members. Now, children on Amtrak, children are ages 2 to 12, and they receive a 50% discount on the rail there. Seniors, so anyone 62 or older, they'll get a 15% discount, and of course there's a great one for active military and their families. But the discount that I'm really excited to tell you all about today is an exclusive one just for all of you for taking the time to attend and join me today. And that's if you upgrade to a sleeping accommodation on any of our Rail Vacation packages, you'll save $100 per couple or $50 per person. So family of 4, you just saved yourself $200 if you want to upgrade to those sleeping accommodations there. Now that promo code is webinar EXP. But don't wait to book because that's only good for the next 2 weeks. So you must book by December 21st. But what greater gift to give the family around the holidays than a nice trip you can all take together. Now, I know it's a lot of information that I've gone over today. So there is a handout. It's right on the right-hand side of your screen, so you can click and download that, and it has some of the packages that I talked about today. It also has those discounts on it. Now, if you do have any questions at all, please feel free to type those into your questions box there, and I'll go ahead. We do have a little bit of time, so I can certainly get to some of those there. Before I do that, though, I want to make sure I announce our lucky $100 Amtrak Vacations gift certificate, and that winner is Brad Dosh. So congratulations, Brad. You now have $100 to put towards your next family Amtrak Vacations trip. So keep an eye out. We will be sending you that gift certificate there. So let's go ahead and get to some of those great questions that you all have here. So we have a question from Susan. Would you please send me info on a railway trip through the Canadian Rockies, including prices? So great question, Susan. So today I didn't really talk about Canada at all, but yes, we do have some great packages touring the Canadian Rockies. We do work with Via Rail, which is Canada's national railroad system there. So we certainly can do the train, take you from Vancouver over to Jasper, and then we'll take you down the Icefields Parkway, down into Banff area. Absolutely amazing trip. So if you definitely want to give us a call, reach out to your local travel agent. We can give you some more information on our Canadian Rockies packages there. So we have a great question from Michelle. I'm in Cincinnati, Dayton area. Are there trains available in my area to these family vacations? So yes, Michelle, there certainly are. So definitely give us a call. We can go ahead. We can add that train from your local station there, bring you to the start of any of our packages that we have. So lots of great questions coming in, everyone. So thank you so much for all of these. We got one from Joshua. This is a great presentation. There's a copy available. So yes, all of our presentations and our webinars that we do, they are all recorded. You can view them all at amtrakvacations.com/blog. And this one will be posted later on today, but again, you can see all the past presentations that we've done. They're always different topics, so we have done some on Canada and the Canadian Rockies, as well as some going into more detail about maybe Grand Canyon, Glacier, different areas, so lots to choose from. So again, that's amtrakvacations.com/blog. We have a question from Robert. If you have a roomette, are items from the snack bar included, or can you trade lunch in the dining car for items from the snack bar? So that's a great question. If you are doing one of the sleepers, the roomette or the bedroom, only the meals in the dining car are included. Things from the snack bar would not be included. But keep in mind, you can certainly bring your own snacks for the family right on board the train. So it's not like the airports where you're going through TSA. You can't bring any, water, any liquids, anything like that. On the train, you can certainly pack an extra bag, bring some, drinks there for the kids, any snacks that they're going to need. So you can certainly bring all that on board with you too. We have a question from Regina. Do you have any special packages for singles / people traveling alone? So all of our packages, they can be done as singles. So again, just give us a call. We'll go ahead. We'll get you the pricing for it. You can still take advantage of any of the discounts that we have, whether it's one of those everyday discounts, if you're a AAA, senior, anything like that. And we can also apply that exclusive discount, the exclusive attendee discount of $50 off per person if you're upgrading to one of the sleepers there. We have a question from Laura. We're looking for info to Seattle and Portland and to return to St. Paul, Minnesota. So yes, Laura, we can certainly do that for you. So I talked about our Glacier National Park Express trip. So it sounds like you would be doing part of that trip. So you can pick the train up right from St. Paul, Minneapolis, which is on that beautiful Empire Builder route. And you can take that all the way. We do have just a Seattle getaway. So I mentioned the hop-on, hop-off included, admission to the Space Needle. We'll include all that for you in the package. And then we can add on to it, do the train. You'll travel down the Cascades train down to Portland, spend a few nights there. And from Portland, we can actually do the train, bringing you right back to St. Paul. So again, that's an example of any of our packages, anything you're looking for, we can do for you. Everything can be customized there. So certainly give us a call or reach out to a local travel agent, and we can put that together for you. We have a question from Angelic. If I live in Chicago and the trip starts in Chicago, can I adjust the package? So yes, you certainly can. So again, any of the packages I talked about or anyone you see online, if it starts in Chicago, it has the hotels, sightseeing there, no worries. What we'll do is we'll remove those hotels, we'll remove the sightseeing there, and we'll start your package with just the rail, leaving right from Chicago. And that does reflect in the price too. So it's not the set pricing for the package there. So if we are removing that, it will be a lower rate that you get to. So that's the great thing about us being able to customize any of our packages. We have a question from Phil. Will we be notified of other Amtrak webinar opportunities? So yes, if you want to go on amtrakvacations.com and join our newsletter, we will make sure to always notify you. We'll send out the invites about a week before to all of the webinar presentations that we're doing. This one today, it is the last one of this year with the holidays coming up, but they will begin again the first week of January. So stay tuned, keep an eye out. If you don't get all of our emails already, certainly join our newsletter there to make sure you get all of our webinar invites. Plus, you'll also get any discounts, promos that we have running. You'll always be informed on what's going on with Amtrak Vacations. We have a question from Brad. When traveling to a destination, are en route stops long enough for brief sightseeing? So that's a great question, Brad. And the way we do our packages is that we have you getting off the train and spending a few nights at the hotels there. This way you can experience those cities and those destinations there. If you are just taking the train, let's say, for example, you were doing the Empire Builder route from Chicago through Glacier over to Seattle. If you're doing that from Chicago all the way to Seattle, it won't stop long enough in Glacier to be able to get off the train, do some sightseeing, things like that, or in any of the other stops along the way. So certainly if there is a city that you want to explore, definitely let us know. This way we can go ahead, we can do all the sightseeing for you, the hotels and things like that. We have a question from Carol. Do you have to book ahead of time, or can you just go to a station and buy a ticket and go to your destination? So that really is a great question, because to answer that is, technically you could do both. You could go to the train station and, purchase a ticket there for where you would like to go. But the great thing about booking now with us and with Amtrak Vacations is by booking early, you're going to get the best price for it. Because as the train sells out, those prices will go up, especially with those sleeping accommodations there. I've seen it that booking, you can book up to 11 months in advance. So booking, 10, 11 months in advance, you're going to get a great price on it. If you're looking to go to the station and book that day, you could be paying double, even triple the cost, and that's assuming there is a remet available. Because the trains, they do sell out, especially on some of the most popular routes. They'll sell out a couple of months in advance for some of the dates there. So highly recommend booking in advance as soon as you know your dates there that you would like to travel. Plus this way too, if you need the hotels, anything like that, we can take care of that and book all that for you ahead of time. This way you don't have to worry about anything. So it looks like that's all we have time for questions today, but if anyone does have a question that I apologize, maybe I wasn't able to get to, or if you're thinking of anything else, please feel free to give us a call. Our number is 1-800-268-7252. Any of our specialists here can answer any of your questions. And if you're ready to go ahead and make a reservation today, take advantage of some of those great discounts and promos that we have, again, give us a call or reach out to your local travel agent who will also be able to help you out with any of these bookings. So again, I just want to say thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today. I hope you all enjoyed today's presentation, and happy holidays, and take care.